Hello YouTubers, I am in Key Biscayne, Florida at the Lighthouse Keeper's house. I know that's a weird choice of words. A lighthouse keeper's house at the very tip of Key Biscayne. The house behind me is obviously the house. Up there is the actual lighthouse. But this is not the real house. This is actually a replica because it was originally built in 1825, but then it got burned down in 1836 by an attack from the Seminole Native Americans. Then it was rebuilt in 1846, only to get washed away into the ocean behind me in 1920 something, uncertain exact year. So this is just a replica built in the 1960s, but it's a pretty cool house. On top of that, it's also very tiny inside. The beds are made for people who are apparently not even close to the height of 21st century Americans. So that's the interesting part. The other aspect is, here's the entrance to the house, but here's the entrance to the kitchen. The kitchen was not even attached to the main house, and the reason is there was no air conditioning in those years, and it got bloody hot inside when you cooked. So you had a separate outbuilding just for cooking. Now, once you're inside this house, there's not very many windows, and there's only three rooms upstairs and 2 rooms downstairs in this tiny little cottage-looking house, but it's very beautiful. They also didn't have access to fresh water because that right there is ocean water, and it's salty. So they built a cistern outside. Now, the actual cistern also got destroyed, and that's another replica. Now, if we walk a little bit down this way, this here is a survey marker from the year 1855. However, it was washed away into the ocean also. But in 1920 something, let me read the sign, 1988, they recovered it, and apparently it was only 12 feet under the water. It wasn't very deep down there. But in 1988, they recovered this from the bottom of the ocean after it was washed away.
Yo, 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 yo.